and gentlemen, on the 75th anniversary of our constitution, at a moment when Bharat is witnessing a cultural renaissance, as the Dharandhwaj rises above Ayodhya's Ram Mandir, a High Court judge now faces the threat of impeachment. Just why? Because he dared to uphold the fundamental right to practice the Hindu faith. Yes, a staggering 120 members of parliament, members of the so-called Samvidhan Savior Alliance, have now sent a notice to the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla seeking impeachment of Madras High Court Judge G.R. Swaminathan. And the charges that they list? Judicial partiality, lack of transparency, and favoring lawyers from a particular community. It doesn't quite stop here. The opposition suggests that some of his verdicts are influenced by political ideology and are against secular principles. Convenient accusations so far, uncorroborated, and don't be fooled by this. At the heart of this confrontation is the DMK's relentless bid to block the lighting of the Kartigai Deepam lamp, a centuries-old ritual at a hill temple in Madurai. A lamp that has always been lit peacefully, even though a dargah stands nearby. No clashes, no controversy, up until now. This year, the Stalin government said no lighting of the lamp. Devotees resisted and approached the court, and Justice G.R. Swaminathan delivered a crystal clear verdict. Let the lamp be lit. It is a religious right. A division bench upheld this judgment given by the single judge, Justice Swaminathan. The Stalin Sarkar appealed to the Supreme Court, where the case is now pending. But instead of waiting for the judicial process to run its course, the India Alliance has gone for the impeachment. The question that now echoes across Hindu minds is this: are we witnessing a systematic campaign to intimidate, punish, and silence voices that uphold Hindu rights? Is this why this matter needs national attention now, not later? The question was asked of RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat, and here is what he had to say.
The awakening of Hindus in Tamil Nadu, I think it is enough to bring about the desired result. But if at all it is needed, the Hindu organizations are working in Tamil Nadu also. They will let us know, then we will think about it. But at present, I think the issue can be resolved here only on basis of the Hindus' strength in Tamil Nadu only. We will not need to escalate it. But one thing is pakka, that issue will be favorably for Hindus. That is definite. Whatever it takes for that, we will do.
You heard the man who heads an organization that has openly declared its mission, the promotion of Hindutva. And what did he say? Mohan Bhagwat reiterated full faith in the judiciary. He said there is no need to escalate the Deepam Row as of now. Even though thousands of devotees feel wronged, he still called for patience. He said, let the courts decide. Meanwhile, the same opposition that refuses to respect court orders, that rushes to attack a sitting High Court judge, that wants impeachment before the Supreme Court even decides this particular case, is now accusing Mohan Bhagwat of fueling fire.
The BJP and the RSS portray themselves as that they are the saviors of Hindus, but the BJP and the RSS is just for the upper caste Hindus. They are not bothered about the OBCs, SCs and STs.
आरएसएस का चीफ मोहन भगत जी माचिस लेके तमिलनाडु पहुंच गए आग लगाने के लिए.
First there is a judgment, then followed by BJP and RSS as utilizing the judgment and creating the tension in Tamil Nadu. It actually leads to law and order situation. So this is what exactly we fear.
So who really is stoking fires? It is the India bloc that is desperately stoking political flames because the facts, the tradition and the court orders are not on their side. DMK might call BJP and RSS indignation over the matter as outsiders' outrage. But what explains leaders from parties like the Samajwadi Party, the NCP, the Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray group, also parties with zero stakes in Tamil Nadu, singing the same impeachment song and signing the impeachment notice? If it is a local matter, why is the entire opposition going to such extreme lengths to impeach a judge? Union Home Minister Amit Shah had the answer.
अपनी वोट बैंक को एड्रेस करने के लिए इंपीचमेंट लेकर आते हैं मन में, और ये सारे ने तो साइन कर दिया, साथ ही साथ उद्धव जी ने भी साइन कर दिया। उद्धव जी, जजमेंट क्या है? एक पहाड़ी पर मान्यता है कि हाँ सबसे ऊपर दिया जलाया जाए।
DMK's brazen behavior in Tamil Nadu, where elections are due next year, now reflects a larger pattern seen across the Congress-led opposition ranks. Imagine the outrage if any political party asked another faith to stop lighting candles or performing rituals central to their belief systems. What is it if not political intimidation to silence the judiciary and undermine Hindu sentiments? Perhaps even the DMK is realizing the intensity of this blowback and resorting to course correction.
On 11th of August 2025, a petition signed by 50 MPs from both the houses of parliament was submitted to the President of India as well as the Supreme Court Justice. It consists of 13 charges against this Justice G.R. Swaminathan.
And tonight, as the opposition hurls accusations of bias at Justice G.R. Swaminathan, here are the judgments they ignore. Let's go back to July 2024, a case involving a Sufi Muslim group, a dispute over how Muharram should be observed. Who did Justice G.R. Swaminathan rule in favor of? Not a Hindu group, but the Sufi community. He said if one's fundamental rights are under threat, the duty of the administration is to uphold the rights and put down those interfering with the exercise of these rights. Fundamental rights shall take precedence over fundamentalist forces. Is that bias? Now rewind to August 2022 when a scheduled caste law student challenged discrimination. Justice Swaminathan directed government law colleges to install portraits of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He wrote, Dr. Ambedkar is the architect of the Indian Constitution. He can be the greatest inspiration for every law student. This from the judge they now accuse of favoring an ideology that they say is against the backwards and Dalits. So ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the Motorola legitimate question on the News Hour tonight. Blinded by appeasement, opposition challenging judiciary and crushing Sanatan sentiments? That's the question and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight with me in the studio, Shehzad Poonawala, national spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, scientist. Also joining me is Abbas Haider, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Kishore Tiwari, political analyst, supports the Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray, Sanjay Jha, Congress leader, joining the debate. But my first question goes to Salim Dharnidharan, national spokesperson of the DMK. And Salim Dharnidharan, my question to you is very, very simple. Why can't people follow their own faith? After all, your brigade, the entire India alliance, your edifice is based on the fact that the constitution must be protected. Now, because a judge has given a certain order whereby you believe that he is favoring the Hindus because they allow them to continue doing the rituals that they have done for centuries, suddenly the judge becomes persona non grata and you move an impeachment motion against him? Is that how you will protect the Constitution, just so that the judge should be targeted because he is given a verdict that favors one community?
Yeah, I think, thank you for having me in your show. It has nothing to do with this specific judgment, but there are three issues with this matter. First, the impeachment against this Judge J.R. Swaminathan. Second is where the Deepam should be lit. And third is the enforcement of the ruling. Before going and explaining this in further, I would like to tell the Home Minister of this country that in Tamil Nadu there is no religious identity. There is Tamil identity, there is Indian identity. People are not discriminated based on the religion, so there's no reason to do any religious appeasement in Tamil Nadu. The party which does appeasement or hate politics in the name of religion is the one that repeatedly loses in Tamil Nadu. When DMK came to power in 1967, it is the Hindus who voted for the DMK. It is again the Hindus who are with the DMK, the 90% state with Hindu population, and Tamil Nadu has the highest number of temples. So why is the Hindus with the DMK or my party? Simply because we are not against any religion and we are for every religion. We only want equality. Now, you made also, I have to say that erroneous statement on the issue. The DMK government never stopped anyone from lighting the Deepam. The question here is, where is the Deepam being lit in the last 200 years, even before the founding of Justice Party, from the Justice Party days? Even before Justice Party days, from the British days, is in the Uchi Pillayar temple, which is on the way to this temple, right? So this is where the Deepam has been lit for the last 200 years, and 96 verdict, 2014 verdict, 2017 verdict has said the temple administration will decide, and it was decided and it was being lit in the Uchi Pillayar temple. So now, who wants to create trouble here? A individual who has links with the BJP party wants to create a religious disharmony there. In fact, this temple is an example across the globe how two different religions can exist harmoniously. I don't know if you've been to the temple, but if you go to the temple, even in the foothills, you would see both Hindus and Muslims coexisting together. Even when the Deepam is lit in the Uchi Pillayar temple, the Muslims also go and attend. And when there is functions in the...
So where is the problem? So where is the problem? I want to ask you, if you're saying that this judge... No, 1 minute. If you're saying... 1 minute, Salim Dharnidharan. If you're saying this judge has links to the BJP, then does the division bench also have links to the BJP? In which case, are you trying to intimidate the judges of the Supreme Court because the matter is now pending in Supreme Court? I'm asking you, as followers of the Constitution, when the judge gives an order, the division bench upholds the order, your only recourse to anything in the legal manner is to wait for the judgment of the Supreme Court. Where does the impeachment move come from? And that is what is malified, is it not, Shehzad Poonawala?
Navika, first of all, he said that the judge has links. Mr. Dharnidharan, it's my turn to speak, if I may, with your permission. He said that... No, I didn't say that. I think there are two different issues. No, I didn't say that. I said the advocate who filed has links with the BJP. But again, the judge, I will tell his ideology also when my time comes. Okay. Or I can also say now, J.R. Swaminathan has repeatedly sat in BJP events and then ridiculed my party's ideology not once but 10 times.
My friend, a judge has given a verdict that has been upheld by a division bench. Now, my friend, moving an impeachment motion clearly reeks of a total malified intention of revenge, is it not?
No. Navika, now please, Mr. Dharnidharan, this is too much.
Salim Dharnidharan, now allow Shehzad Poonawala to come in.
This is not a monologue. Please, first of all, you discovered that he has been sitting in BJP events only after the judgment that he gave on the Deepam issue. Before that, you were not aware of this. Secondly, Jyoti Mani of Congress, just now her bite has been played. We are against the judgment. T.R. Balu, VCK, CPIM, all of them have directly alluded to this motion of removal of the judge to the judgment given by him, which by the way has been upheld by a division bench and is in the Supreme Court. By the way, the Supreme Court did not put a stay or give any interim relief. Thirdly, Navika, you said this is verdict favoring particular community. No, it is verdict favoring constitutional right, which is guaranteed to every citizen. Should Hindus not have the fundamental right, just like Muslims have, just like Christians have? And Navika, Mr. Dharanidharan is saying, I am not against any religion. Dimke, Sanatan eliminate ho jana chahiye. Hindu is AIDS. That's been said by Mr. A. Raja. Remove the tika, remove the symbols of Hinduism. But everything is okay if it is coming to the Muslim identity. Then you say that the HRCE department should control the temples. But is there any order to control the mosques, to control the churches? Navika, there are two, if you were to do two windows in this debate, there are two windows, Navika. One window shows how Sanatan is rising and getting its due in the entire world. Just 2 days ago, Times Now has shown that in UNESCO heritage list, Deepavali has been included. We are seeing that after 500 years, the Ram Mandir has seen the Dwaja being raised. We have seen Kashi, Varanasi, Mathura, all these places, the Sanatan centers are now coming to their full view. But on the other hand, if a judgment is given that a Hindu has a right to light his diya at a particular place where he has been lighting it for thousands of years, then the impeachment motion is brought. But the other two window I want to talk about, and that two window is Sanjay Jha and Kishore Tiwari. Once upon a time, Kishore Tiwari and Uddhav Sena used to say कि मंदिर वही बनाएंगे, बाबरी को हटाएंगे. They used to crusade for the rights of Hindutva. They used to crusade for Savarkar. And today, these two windows have come so close to each other that Uddhav Sena has become Sonia Sena or Sanjay Sena. And to the extent that Uddhav Sena signed this document, today Uddhav Sena is against the right of a Hindu to light a diya. This is the transformation. I call it siyasi conversion.
Well, it is siyasi conversion or whatever, but Sanjay Jha, my question to you, 1 minute, Salim Dharanidharan, please hold on, allow me to conduct the debate. You can't make an intervention every 3 minutes, sir. No, every 3 minutes you can't come in. No, sir, there are other panelists. I will come back to you. Sanjay Jha.
You have given wrong information, madam.
So you correct in your turn. Only your information is correct, everyone else is wrong.
See, the thing is, first of all, it's a fake news to say for thousands of years, the Deepam has been lit only in Uchi Pillayar temple. That is the point. Hindus of Tamil Nadu want the status quo to maintain.
Salim Dharanidharan, we will go by the interpretation of the courts and the judgments given by the courts. Your interpretation right now is sub judice in the Supreme Court of India, and let it stay there till we get a verdict, after which I will believe every word of what your interpretation is if the Supreme Court decides in your favor. But Sanjay Jha, my question to you is, Baharul Islam was a member of parliament of the Congress party and then became a judge. No impeachment was moved for him. After all, you're the defenders of the Constitution, aren't you? That wasn't wrong. But today, a judge who has given a verdict which has been upheld by the division bench is now being taken to the Supreme Court for impeachment. Number one, why impeach the judge? Why not the judges of the division bench who upheld the same judgment? Is this intimidation tactics? And I also want to ask you, is this how you will protect the Constitution, by actually making a mockery of the Constitution and doing just one thing, as the Home Minister alleged, which is totally the appeasement politics that has been your rule book?
Good evening, Navika. I hope you can hear me now, and to my fellow panelists on the program. This is a serious debate because it concerns the judiciary, the last pillar of democracy, deemed to be still alive. And if that also gets infiltrated by questionable and very dubious judgments.
Sir. I object, sir. How dare you use these words that the judiciary gets infiltrated without evidence and proof to the effect? This is contempt of court and contempt of the judiciary.
Not at all, because let me tell you, the very fact that the opposition is moving an impeachment motion, what is the ground for it? Let's go into the details. You have K. Chandru. Forget politicians, Navika. Forget me. Forget everybody else. You have K. Chandru, a former Madras High Court judge, who himself has gone on record to say that there should be action taken against Mr. Swaminathan for the kind of statements he's made as a judge. That is a judge speaking on a judge. It's not me. And by the way, they look at the statements that have been attributed to him. He has gone and said that the Constitution needs to be respecting the new and changed demographic profile. Do you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? He's actually telling that the amendment to the Constitution is imperative because the demographic profile has changed. Then there is talk about the fact he's been quoted as saying that the Constitution should respect a Bharatiya Dharma. Now, let me tell you, these are terms that a judge is supposed to stay away from. I have read all the reports on him, on, the way he's praised the Vedas. They are personal opinions. But when you bring all these into your judgments and his public pronouncements, and my friend Dharan is absolutely right, he's been reported to be in events of the RSS, then it becomes frankly a political hot potato. Why are we believing that the judiciary is above it all? I mean, let us not believe that there are sacred cows here. There are enough instances of judges of this country who have been pulled up, not by analysts.
No. Why should anybody be above of anything? In fact, it is the Congress and the India Alliance above everybody. You will decide the day a judge takes oath. You will decide the day the judge needs to be impeached, and you will do it taking the moral high ground on defending the Constitution. Shehzad Poonawala, you've raised your hand. Rebut.
Sanjay Jha speaking about judiciary 2 days after Chief Justice of India spoke about Rohingyas, and Kalyan Banerjee and Congress ecosystem attacked him, saying, how dare you say this about Rohingyas? In fact, Kalyan Banerjee said, ye TRP ke liye bol raha hai. They are talking about Chief Justice of India and Judiciary. Judiciary ke बारे में वो बोल रहे जो विदेश जाके Judiciary पे सवाल उठाते हैं, जो बोलते हैं कि the tongue of the judge should be cut off if he gives verdict against Rahul Gandhi, Tamil Nadu Congress leader. Those people who did committed Judiciary. And lastly, see what word has been used by Sanjay Jha. He said infiltrated. Navika, pay attention. Who appoints judges? No longer the executive. Once upon a time in our constitution, executive used to appoint judges. When Indira appointed Baharul Islam or somebody appointed somebody. But today, judges appoint judges. So is Mr. Sanjay Jha saying that the judge of this country is infiltrating the judiciary with RSS-linked judges? So he is questioning the judiciary itself by saying this. He is not questioning me. I don't appoint. Modi ji does not appoint. It is appointed by the judiciary only. Thirdly and lastly, last point, what a country we live in, that in this country Mr. Salim Dharan is saying that lighting of diya by the Hindus is not happening from thousands of years. भाई राम जी के समय से उससे पहले से हम कर रहे हैं. That is not happening, but loudspeaker for mosque, it's happening for thousands of years. Loudspeaker था जब आजाद शुरू हुआ. जब
wrong information is wrong information.
That is the
lighting of diyas is happening in Uchi Playa temple. Lighting of diyas is happening in Uchi Playa temple.
Arey sir,
You've been constantly giving
your
fake
leader's
news.
name is Udaynidhi.
The lighting of diyas is happening in Uchi Playa temple.
What is the name of the mother of Udaynidhi?
I'm aghast. The self-proclaimed Samvidhan Bachao Brigade is now questioning judges. And Sanjay Jha, nobody brought in an impeachment motion based on Mr. Swaminathan, Justice Swaminathan, attending some RSS functions. The impeachment motion has only come when the judgment has been given. He gave a judgment in consonance with fundamental rights, not fundamentalism. He says that in his judgment. But Anand Ranganathan, suddenly Justice Swaminathan becomes unacceptable to them because Hindus must not have any fundamental rights. All rights in this country should belong to so-called appeasement formula and vote bank politics formula that the opposition follows.
His state.
Good evening, Navika.
Just an ideological bias. For the record,
Sanjay has been waiting very patiently. This is very unfair. Yeah, please don't do that.
Secular democracy, at least as of today.
Secular. How is it secular if it goes against one community, and even if it is the majority community, how is it secular? Please, Anand Ranganathan, this word secular has been distorted so many times that the word has become almost, abominable in the manner the opposition uses it.
The RSS hates it, Navika, you know that.
Sanjay, please.
Yeah, go ahead, Anand, go ahead.
No, they are right. Secularism is controlling and taxing only temples but not mosques. Secularism is fighting for Muslims to wear hijab to school but beating Hindus for wearing kalawa, bindi and tilak. Secularism is respecting Sabrimala judgment but overturning Shah Bano judgment. Secularism is asking only Hindu-run schools to give EWS reservations, not Muslim-run schools. Secularism is arming Muslims with Waqf Act but not Hindus with Sanatan Act. Secularism is castigating Judge Swaminathan for attending an RSS event but praising Vice President Ansari for felicitating a terrorist PFI with an award. So let's not go down that road. And as far as my good friend Salim saying that we are DMK, we don't discriminate on the basis of religion. Well, I respect that, Salim. So please say that DMK wants to eradicate Islam. That Islam is also a menace, like you are saying Hinduism is a menace, you want to eradicate Sanatan Dharma, then I will believe that you do not discriminate on the basis of religion. But until you do, char nimbu nichodne se doodh bhi itna nahi fatta, I'm not going to complete it, but let me come back to this. Navika, earlier they wanted to eradicate Sanatan Dharma. Now these guys want to eradicate justice itself, and isn't it amusing? Court overturns ancient Hindu tradition at Sabrimala temple. Modi respects the court order, refuses to impeach the judge. But court okays ancient Hindu tradition at the Thiruparankundaram temple. Stalin rebukes the court order, rushes to impeach the judge. But hey, Modi is fascist. The DMK government is not only in criminal contempt of court twice over, it is now flexing its raw power in wanting to impeach a judge whose considered judgment went against the nefarious designs of the government and exposed its rabid anti-Hindu communal bigotry. And you know the tragedy is that while the Supreme Court went out of its way recently to protect a High Court judge charged with corruption, here milords are silent when a High Court judge is being virulently abused and harassed every single day by a government. My respects to Justice Swaminathan for standing up to the harassment despite his verdict being upheld by a division bench. Navika, let's deal with facts out here. Here are 5 facts why Justice Swaminathan quoted and gave his judgment in favor of the Hindus wanting to light the Deepa to land. Number 1. Historical ownership and legal precedents. The Deepatun is located in the unoccupied portion of the hill that has belonged to the Hindu temple since, quote unquote, as the justice said, time immemorial, as confirmed by the 1920 Privy Council judgment, which held that only specific areas, the mosque summit, Leang Tope and steps, belong to Muslims, while the rest, including the lower peak, is temple property. Importantly, the Hindus had already got a NOC from Muslims in 2005 to light the lamp. Number 2, cultural and religious tradition. Lighting lamps atop hills during the Tamil month of Kartika is a long-standing Tamil tradition, and the temple management has a duty to maintain and restore such customs as long as they do not breach constitutional morality. Number 3, no offense or impact on others. Lighting the lamp is a sacred act that cannot offend anyone's sensibilities, does not affect the rights of the nearby Dargah or Muslims, and is situated at least 50 meters away outside any Muslim occupied area.
But
beyond.
Dharan says that Tamil Nadu people have no religious identity at all. So what are you fighting for, Anand Ranganathan? Are you Tamilian? Are you a Tamilian?
I'm coming there.
But Salim Dharan will decide your religious identity.
This is the BJP about Tamil Nadu.
Salim, please, I beg of you.
That is what BJP is doing, madam. That is what BJP is deciding. Who is Hindu, who is not a Hindu.
Yeah.
It is the BJP that is deciding.
It is the devotees who have gone to court. The judgment has come from the court. Aap kis marz ki dawa hai? Where are you coming from? It is between the devotees and the court.
Give me a minute.
Navika, 2 points. Navika, just 2 points. 30 seconds.
Give me
Navika,
1 minute.
please. Salim, please. Just 2 points. I want to finish what I wanted to say. It's very important. Please answer these 2 points.
Reply to my question also.
Okay.
Yes, I will reply to your question. but please just answer these 2 points. Number one, did the Muslims give the 2005 NOC to Hindus to light a lamp? Yes or no? And number two, was it in the 2017 judgment that at least 15 meters away from the Dargah boundaries, is it more than 15 meters away or not? Answer these two questions.
Salim Dhanidharan, 30 seconds.
Both I'm just coming there. But I have one more question.
Please answer the questions. Please answer the questions raised by Anand Ranganathan, please, sir.
First, now I'm going to answer. I am not going to go anywhere without answering, but you are not giving me time, so I want to make my point. Then I will answer the question. I'm not going anywhere. I'm seated here. Firstly and foremost, the point is G.R. Swaminathan. Against him, we went to Chief Justice of India in August 25 itself, saying he's acting in a partisan manner. And again, a lawyer named Vanjinathan in 24 38-page documents on 15 accounts had said this judge should not continue.
Why did you not move an impeachment motion then, sir? But come back to the questions of Anand Ranganathan. Stop justifying why you have gone now. Everybody knows why you have gone now.
Point on this, I'm coming there. No. And you know what happened in 2024? That's very important. When this judge goes and files a complaint, when this advocate goes and files a complaint, the contempt petition against G.R. Swaminathan was heard by G.R. Swaminathan itself. And then 8 retired justices of Madras High Court wrote.
So my friend, why are you so delayed in bringing the impeachment motion? You have walked yourself into a trap, but I'm getting in Hafiz, my friend Abbas Haider. My question. No, Salim Dhanidharan. This is not a rally ground. When I have given you time to answer questions, you don't answer questions, you lose your turn. Abbas Haider, my question
to you. I have to make myself clear.
My friend, why don't you record a one-on-one speech for 1 hour and send it, put it on YouTube? People will hear it, sir. But in a debate, that's not the format. Abbas Haider, my question to you is, when the judgment comes, the state government does not implement the judgment. In fact, when the CISF goes to provide law and order, they are stopped by the state police. What does this show? What does this show? Those who are talking about secularism have completely destroyed secularism in Tamil Nadu when they cannot arrange law and order to devotees to light a lamp after a court verdict.
Navika ji, I have seen your entire show. You have raised 3 pertinent questions. One is about the intimidation from the opposition. Another one is appeasement from the opposition. And Navika ji, let me answer them one by one. First of all, if you talk about intimidation, I'll tell you what intimidation is. Intimidation is when the ideologue of Bharatiya Janata Party, the chief of RSS, says that the matter can be settled by strength and awakening of Hindus. This is intimidation to the court. When he says...
How is anybody's awakening intimidation?
Even before it has been given by the court, that is intimidation. Second thing, madam, you talk about appeasement. I'll tell you what we are appeasing. We are appeasing the constitution and we are appeasing the law of the land, and we will.
My friend, by not implementing a high court division bench order, you are appeasing the constitution. I think you don't understand what the constitution stands for.
Madam, no. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, let me answer. Please allow me some time. Ma'am, first of all, this matter is sub judice. And who told you that we are in our notice to the Speaker of Lok Sabha? Is there a line? Can you specify a line where this is written that he should be impeached because he is given so and so judgment? He is impeached because he has actually tried to dishonor the constitution of our country. He said this is the constitution of India is a relic from 1935, copied relic from 1935. This is the exact word of Justice Swaminathan and his colleague.
But that has not been the reason for you to take him for impeachment. You have taken him on another issue. So Abbas Haider, whatever you argue, nobody is buying it. लेकिन किशोर तिवारी जी इतनी जल्दी रंग बदलेंगे उद्धव बाबू, ये नहीं सोचा था. हिंदुओं के फेवर में अगर जजमेंट देने वाले जज को ही इम्पीच करने का पूरा ये तामझाम किया जाएगा, तो उद्धव बाबू ये जो कभी हिंदुत्व के लिए लड़ते थे वो वाली शिवसेना का दी एंड हो गया है ना?
ये देखो, ना तो हम अमित शाह से सर्टिफिकेट मांगते हैं, ना तो नाविका तुम मुझे सर्टिफिकेट दो। एक ऐसी अकेली पार्टी है कि जो कहती है 12 साल से मोदी जी को कि आप ये सनातन धर्म का देश है, इसे सनातन राष्ट्र डिक्लेयर करो। अब बात ऐसी है कि हमने जो कल जो ज्ञापन दिया गया महाभियोग चलाने का, तो स्वामीनाथन पे जो चार्जेस है उसमें दीप स्तंभ पर दीप का जलाने का उल्लेख है ही नहीं। उनके बर्ताव का उल्लेख है कि वो बीजेपी के पेरोल पे काम करते।
बहुत बड़ा आरोप लगा रहे हैं और ये कंटेम्प्ट है किसी जज के बारे में कहना विदाउट एविडेंस। वंस अगेन देयर इज एन अटेम्प्ट टू ट्राई and smear his name.
Why are you so surprised? You remember when Ganesh Aarti was done by Prime Minister at the house of Chandrachud ji? That time he has said CJI was also agent of BJP. So ये तो रेगुलरली बोलते हैं। दूसरी बात, अभी उन्होंने एक बात बोली सनातन राष्ट्र बनाने का। अरे हम तो हिंदू राष्ट्र मानते हैं, पर अब्बास हैदर से पूछना जरूर, जस्ट 20 सेकेंड्स, कि ये सनातन राष्ट्र के पक्ष में कि नहीं है। तीसरी बात, आप क्या पूछ रहे हो उनसे? इन्होंने सावरकर छोड़ा, हिंदुत्व छोड़ा, मंदिर छोड़ा, हमने बाबरी को लात मार के गिराया वो छोड़ा, सब कुछ छोड़ा, पकड़ा किसको? अब यूबीटी हैज बिकम, यू नो व्हाट इज न्यू फुल फॉर्म ऑफ यूबीटी? उद्धव भाईजान तंजीम। इट इज बिकम उद्धव। एंड लास्ट, अभी अब्बास हैदर ये स्ट्रेट फेस से बोला आपने कि और अपीजिंग कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, ये 3 तलाक शाहबानू में अपीज किया था कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, और ये यूसीसी का विरोध करके अपीजिंग है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। बट लास्टली मिस्टर धरणीधरन has said, just 10 seconds more, Dharanidharan said that Tamil Nadu has no identity of religion. इनके नेता की वाइफ का नाम दुर्गा, इनके सबसे बड़े नेता का नाम ई रामास्वामी, और तमिलनाडु में शिवगंगा, नागपट्टिनम, विरुद्धनगर, ऐसे कई नाम है, रामेश्वरम। You are saying Tamil Nadu does not have identity.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, very evident that just a judgment, not by one judge, but a judgment upheld by the division bench of the High Court really puts the entire opposition up in a twist. Why? Because the vote bank somewhere needs to be appeased, and therefore what do? They bring in an impeachment motion against the single judge, nothing against the division bench judges. And what will they do to the Supreme Court judges who are now apprised of the matter? Will they now begin to intimidate and target them as well? Is this how the Constitution is protected? Is this how fundamental rights that are interpreted by the courts and the judges, that is how will be interpreted and saved by governments across India? This is the statement that is being given by those in the opposition. On the other side, there is just one concern that they have: appeasement, appeasement, appeasement. Protection of a vote bank, that seems to be the only end. We leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my panelists on debate number 1. On